Selling your home, it's not fun. It's exhausting, it's overwhelming, and overall just very stressful. And the right real estate agent can make a world of difference. If you are selling your home in the next 6 to 12 months and you don't know where to start when hiring a realtor, these are my top 5 mistakes to avoid when hiring your real estate agent. A lot of people find their agent from referrals, and that definitely does work. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying not to do that. Referrals are amazing, but sometimes that agent worked for your friends, worked for your family or your acquaintances, but might not be the right real estate agent for you, and it can cause a lot of headaches. So this video is for you if you want to avoid that dread and avoid a lot of the mistakes that could be caused by not hiring the right agent for you, your family, and your home. Before you start interviewing agents and even having them into your home, you need to look them up on social media. It seems so simple, but people forget to do it all the time. Having a social media presence is so important in real estate. They need to have an Instagram, maybe even a TikTok, a YouTube, or a Facebook. They need to be active. When you look at their page, actually analyze what kind of content they post, because your post is going to be up there too. If they're just posting just listed or just sold, just pictures of homes, something that's boring, it's probably not attracting a lot of viewers that are actually interested in buying a home just like yours. Social media is one of my biggest lead generators because it's how I find buyers for my listings. It happens so much faster. You get so many more offers. You just get better quality offers as well. I think it's just really important in getting more exposure to your home than you would just get posting it on the MLS and putting it on Zillow, Realtor.com, and Redfin. When you are interviewing agents and they are telling you how much they could list your house for, do not pick the agent that gives you the absolute highest offer. Unless they have an amazing justification for why they are pricing your house that high, do not pick. I know it's really tempting because you want to make the most return on your investment, but you'd rather sell your house faster than having to do a ton of price drops because it was priced incorrectly. If you have, let's say, 4 agents and 3 of them are actually telling you a similar price and then there's one high one, just because it looks attractive does not mean it's the right one. Think about it this way. If you pick that high agent, those other 3 agents have buyers, and when they're showing that home to their buyers, they're going to do a CMA, and that comparable market analysis is going to tell them the right price that they could value your home at and what they're actually going to offer. And so if you price it at that high price and all of these other agents have priced it lower, you're going to get what you think are lowball offers, and that's not what you're looking for. You never want to leave money on the table, but it's not money that you had if it was priced too high, and that's not the value for your home. If your agent does not ask you similar questions to these 3 questions, you need to run. The first question is, why are you selling? I think a lot of agents forget to ask this because they're so excited to just tell you their spiel and how much they provide and sign this paper to work with me. It's really important to understand why the seller is selling, and it can seem really simple, but for example, if you are selling your house for your parents because one of them has passed recently and the other one is going to assisted living, this might be your childhood home. This might have tons of memories for you. You might be dealing with the super complicated process of having a parent pass and coordinating going into a assisted living, which can add a lot more to your plate. So you need an agent that is sensitive to that and can meet you where you are and help you out and go above and beyond instead of just collecting a check and walking away. On the other hand, this could be super exciting. You could be growing your family and ready to upgrade, and you're ready to say goodbye to your starter home and get something way nicer. And maybe you are ready to move a little bit faster and you want to be pushed. 2 very different scenarios, but that agent needs to understand and differentiate between the 2. The second question needs to be something along the lines of, what are you most worried about when selling your home? To make this a very streamlined, simple process, you need to meet the client where they are and make sure when they get to something stressful for them, let's say inspection was their answer, that you can really outline the process, make sure they really understand, make sure they're prepared, especially for clients that are coming to you a little bit earlier, let's say 6 to 12 months before they want to list. I like to recommend that my clients get a pre-inspection. Now, this can have its pros and cons, but I think it's really important because it's going to pull all the things that the buyer is already going to find on their report, and you can start fixing these small things up, like making sure you have GFCIs in the kitchen kitchen, the garage, the laundry room, make sure that faucets are screwed tight, make sure there's no leaking toilets, all those really small nagging things. Just get them done in the beginning, and that might be something that could help your client not be so worried about that side of the process. The third question should be something like, is there anything I should know about your home that I don't already know? The agent can find, bedrooms, square footage, and price per square foot and all that stuff, right? They can figure that out. But there might be things about your home like upgrades, problems you've had, like leaks, that they don't know about that's going to really help the process later on. Because if you don't disclose information like that in the beginning, it could come back to bite you. Anything that's along the lines of repairs you've had to make, any claims you have made, any roof repairs, any of those things are really important, because if later on someone finds out about them because you weren't upfront or you didn't try to fix them before you went on the market, it could be an absolute mess. An agent that doesn't suggest staging a home, even if it's not vacant, is a red flag. Staging is so important and can completely change the process for buyers when they're coming in and seeing your layout and understanding what their lives could look like in your home. Now, if you are living in the home at the time, this is okay. You can still technically stage your home, but your agent needs to come over and actually tell you how to do it. Walk you through what they see, walk you through what you need to get rid of. Depersonalization and decluttering are so important. Like, I cannot stress this enough. If your agent isn't actually helping you do that and giving you tips and trips, maybe a resource that they have made, that's really important for you. Because imagine when you are looking to buy a home and you walk through a home and there's a bunch of family photos, blankets, like laundry hanging out, maybe dishes in the sink. Those things detract from your experience. And if you walked into a house that was super, maybe even plain, but you could imagine yourself in it because there's not a ton of photos, not a ton of things that are distracting your view, you're really focused on what the house looks like, that's going to be a way better experience for the buyer than it would be if you kept all those really cute knickknacks that were really important to you, but that were cluttering a space, making it really hard for someone to envision themselves in it. If the house is vacant, staging is absolutely necessary. It's really hard for buyers to see their own furniture and their own things in the home, or even envision what they want to have in the home, if you're not showing them what the space can do. And professional stagers are experts at that. A lot of agents actually have that knack for it anyways, that they can tell you what you need to get, they can help you go find it. A lot of agents have services that do provide staging. It is expensive, but it absolutely is worth it. I think it can help sell a home so much faster. So if your agent isn't talking to you about staging and talking about the options and walking you through how much it costs, or willing to work something out between the two of you, I think that's really important. When you're picking your agent and you're interviewing them and they're walking around and they're starting to bring up things that you need to do to your home, don't shy away. They're probably giving you pretty good advice within reason. If they come into your home and you've done the whole spiel, you've talked to them and you're kind of settling on who you want to work with and you like them, and let's say they're saying now like, hey, just some tips. I think we should clean out your gutters. I think we need to, mud jack the concrete pad in the back because it's lifting and it can cause a tripping hazard. And when I was outside, I took a look and it looks like you're missing some shingles from the latest hailstorm. I think we should get my roofer up there. That could sound really overwhelming and it could sound like a lot of money, but all of these things are super important when you're getting the house ready to list, whether it be for photos. That's like the first eyes on your house. You need it to look clean and decluttered, like we talked about. But those major things that are coming up, like the roof, like the things in the back, they're gonna come up during the process. So don't avoid them, and don't think the agent is just being like too dramatic or extravagant about what they're asking from you. Because like I said, your agent is your partner. It is not an employee. It's not a boss. They're trying to make this house sellable for you and to get you the biggest return on your investment. Number 5, if you have an agent that just pushes the contracts to you and wants you to sign really fast, doesn't walk you through, doesn't read line by line, make sure you feel really confident about what you're signing, and allows you to ask questions, that is a huge red flag. I think that's something really important to me that I pride myself by, that I make sure that I don't just send documents over to my clients, that I make sure I give them time to read them, that I give them resources when they are navigating the documents, and we do take a phone call or we go over that exclusive right in person, and so they can really understand what I cost, what the documents say, and what they're signing up for when they are selling their home. Your agent is your partner. It is not your employee. It's not your boss. You need to trust each other. And if you do not, it could be an absolute mess. So overall from this video, if you take anything away, it is to do your own research. Don't just take a referral from friends and family, and don't just go on Zillow and do the ads that agents pay to put up there. Make sure you do your own research, and these are things to keep in mind. If you are not in the Denver metro area where I service and you need a referral for an agent, please comment down below. Contact me at the information below. I would love to help you and find you the best agent for you. If you are in the Denver metro area and you are watching this video and you need to sell your home, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about all the things that I provide and how I can be a great fit for you to sell your home. And thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and watch my other videos. Thanks so much. Have a great day.